Hello, and good day, everyone! Welcome to Drakan Age of Gates Glitch Tutorial, episode 73, where we are going to learn how to access Jade's Emporium's balcony! Woohoo! One thing that just been eluding us for such a long time. Many people have, well, a very few people have claimed to actually make it up there, but just no leads, no videos, no really concrete ways to do it. Just a matter of, guess, random happenstance of being able to access the balcony through using the book stack method. Still even up in the air. A lot of people saying, like, it can't be done. Some people say they did it, and it was, but they can't do it again. But I digress. I'll be touching a little bit on that, a little bit of that history, in this video as well, but let's go ahead and start with the humble beginnings of how I even got to being able to do that in the first place. What knowledge did I learn to be able to do that? Because I didn't use the book stack method for this. And this one by far is a lot easier because you don't have to deal with that invisible ceiling anymore. Alright, so first off, we're going to be visiting a couple of glitches and stuff that I really wanted to save until the beginning of when I did my second playthrough, but in order to understand how I came about to the Jade's Emporium, to getting to the balcony, we're going to need to start things off from there. However, we will revisit some of these glitches in the future because they also will pertain to other glitches that I will not be showcasing here. So here is where everything started. From here and on, we're going to get to the point where I was able to get up to Jade's Emporium's balcony. I was out in Surdana exploring other places that we can perform the Phantom Rolling Glitch. And one of the locations is right here as long as you don't destroy this barrel. Now to recap, since it's been a while, the Phantom Rolling Glitch is a glitch that allows me to roll through objects. Any objects in my way, including walls, trees, any of these objects. And to perform this, we need to also know how to perform a sideways tunnel flip. Now, a tunnel flip in gymnastics term is a side flip while going forward. A forward moving side flip. However, this is not a true tunnel flip, as you're not just going forward, you're also moving sideways. Hence why sideways tunnel flip. Whether you do one to the left or one to the right, it all depends on your location. Now, the location that we have here is one that, now, I'm going to eventually revisit this going back to when I complete Stratos and come back through on a second playthrough for the glitch tutorial, is that we can bypass the first cutscene that we have with Jade, the one with the Desert Lord spy, and we can also get into the Shadow Mire early. Now, let's go ahead and do this here. We want to get in, there we go, in a position, oh, not quite, I didn't quite get it. We want to get in a position where Rynn will have trouble jumping. And so we want to try, let's see here, let's get, oh, I had it. When you have that, per se, that is when it is pretty much you're in a position that you can perform the Phantom Rolling Glitch. So I think I got myself in a position, there we go, yep. Oh, I had it. Okay, let's try again. Oh, there we go. Perfect. See how I rolled right through that table? That shows I got it. And to emphasize, yep, I have it. And so we're going to roll all this way to the bar, as I want to show you some more things, things that I discovered leading up to the balcony. Okay, to showcase here, the Phantom Rolling Glitch inside here in the bar. So any location that has either an outer limit or a floor that Rynn will just immediately pop up. When running into here, when rolling into here, she pops up, a Phantom Rolling Glitch will activate. The thing that makes the Phantom Rolling Glitch work on other locations where she performs a tunnel flip is because we put her in the ground far enough to cause her to pop up out of it. Particularly anything where she becomes shoulder deep or more. So any height from her being shoulder deep or more that she pops up onto will activate the Phantom Rolling Glitch. So here we go, roll forward, And there we are, Phantom Roll and Glitch, and it'll roll right through this wall. Moving on to what we want to do here is that we're going to make the exterior wall disappear. This will be important to learn when going to Jade's tower. So let's go ahead, and for this part, we are going to roll across the wall here. That should do it. Yep. Okay. There we go. Leave on out. And there we go. Look at this. We have the bar interior loaded in, and the exterior is gone. In fact, what we have here is some of the exterior windows that stay here. Everything else was part of the, I guess, a part of the building, and there. We can turn it back easily enough, but for right now, let's turn this town inside out. We are now in the Spider-Man's house. Spider-Man. And we're going to perform some sideways flips over by the basket over here. Now, we don't need to actually do a Phantom Rolling Glitch to clip out of here. We can just do this. Easy enough. The wall and situation I'm in right there is easy enough for Rynn to automatically clip through, so no Phantom Rolling Glitch is required. Moving on to the Armor of Brick. So the Armor of Brick's location is a little hard to do, but what we want is to be able to jump up here. See how Rynn's bouncing up and down here as she's running? That's about what we want to see. So, what we're going to do here is perform some sideways tunnel flips and eventually clip through the ground. We then use that to get further into the ground here. Actually, I want to roll forward here. Roll forward first once when I get through the box, and then perform my flips to get through here. And now we can go ahead and get behind the counter here. Again, it's a very finicky, so it can be very tedious, but persistence is key. Also, another thing to note, if you are not falling through the ground on doing the sideways tunnel flips in this location, what you do instead, if you're having trouble, is angle Rynn enough where she will progressively move forward with her sideways tunnel flips. Angle her to the left, and then she'll start moving forward, as you can see here. You keep doing this until she moves to the right instead of forward. So let's go ahead and continue doing this. Okay, she's starting to move to the right. Okay, stop. We're gonna roll. Okay, she didn't immediately fall down. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll just angle her this way. Angle her a little bit more. Angle a little more. There we go. And then we just simply press select, equip a weapon if we need to, and get down on the floor, perform our roll, and there we go, Phantom Rolling Glitch. That is definitely, in a way, if you don't immediately go to the ground, that method that I just showed you is a sure way to get it to work. So now that we're behind here on the counter, we can explore however we want. We can even talk to the Armor of Brick here.
What do you know? My best customer.
Who's behind the counter?
Well, and remember, there aren't many problems a good axe can't solve.
How about trying to get out of here? Can a good axe solve that? Well, maybe if I was wielding one to perform the Phantom Rolling Glitch. You know what? Why not?
Oh yeah, well, and remember, there aren't many problems a good axe can't solve.
Yes, such as using it to be able to bypass out of here. Now, to bypass out of the out of his shop, we want to go to this corner over here. Roll into this corner, and then perform your sideways flips. That should do it. Yep. Now, you don't want to roll against the wall here because that is an outer limit, and she can't actually roll out of here with that. So, keep that in mind to, instead of rolling to the right, roll to the left or back, and then we're going to exit out over here. Well, first I want to turn off this fog. So let's go ahead and roll in through here. Roll down this wall here. Fog effect is now gone, though I don't want that there, so let's eliminate that. There we go. Okay, now let's go back. Now that we clip through the wall here, we're going to perform a glitch called the glowing Rynn. So what we do here is get out on this side. Then we're going to just shimmy to the left and try to see if we can get Rynn to turn all glowy. You can either do it through sideways tunnel flips or just walking on out of here. Oh, there! There we go! There we go! That's the glowing Rynn I want! Here we are! The glowing Rynn. Aha! Yes! Now, this is a particularly weak glitch because if you go to a new area, if you go and save the game and load back, or if you unequip or re-equip a different armor, you lose the glowing Rynn effect. So you can't even save the game and load back. So this is here to stay until you decide to leave this save, change your armor, or go to a new area. But it's really cool. You can do it with other outfits as well. Makes me wonder, I'm going to test something out here. Does clone work?
Come on.
That would be a no. Clone, but look, you can tell the difference between the two Rynns here. One's really light and glowing, the other one's all dark.
Your mother was a gnome.
Oh, but let's go ahead and move on and mess with the Alchemist interior shop. Now, the Alchemist location here has two different locations that we can perform the Phantom Rolling glitch, at least as far as I know. There is a location over here by the books and stuff. If we go over here, we can get Rynn into a position that we can do the Phantom Rolling glitch jumps. But also here, which I think I find this as an easier location to perform them, you can also do it here as well. You need to get underneath this torch light here, and then you can perform your sideways flips up against the boxes and crates here, which the Emporium has a similar location. Instead of cages, they're books. So let's equip a weapon here. Nope, didn't quite get it. Try. I didn't expect this to actually put up such a fight. Let's try the other location. That location usually is a lot easier. Let's try this location over here. Get in there, Rynn. There we go. Okay. So one thing to explore with this here, we can actually get into the cage with these guys here. But unfortunately, we can't target them and they can't take any damage. And of course, if we stand up here, we can't actually leave out of here. There's no way to get out of here if we stand up here. We can also explore behind the counter here. But aside from that, nothing else special to note here. Let's go ahead and head on to the outside. Whoa, didn't mean to drop through the floor there. Well, this is what it looks like loaded in here. Well, let's go up to here, up to on top of this slope here, as we can actually access an invisible platform here, in which we're going to be messing with invisible platforms in Jade's Emporium, just not in the way that we've intended with the book stack method. Okay. So leaving on out of here.
Rynn, let's get going.
But let's first look at the beautiful, beautiful town square we have here. Everything is inside out. Ha ha! The next one to mess up will be Jade's Emporium, but for right now, let's return these back to their original state, which all you need to do is just get up close, and you can turn them back. You can get up close to here. Actually, you can't get up close to here. Yeah, you got to get off Rynn to turn this one back. Let's get inside here. There we go. Restore that. And then walk up over here to the Spider-Man's hut. Get up close. There we go. And then correct the bar area, the tavern. There we go. Now let's go ahead and go to Jade's Emporium. The reason why I did all that was because saving and loading the game does seem to take a bit longer when you have the interiors loaded, and I didn't want to deal with that. Also, let's heal our damage. Oh, and before we get to Jade's Emporium, I do want to showcase one more thing. Let's see here if I can get it to work. Okay, no. Let's go to the Spider-Man's hut then. One thing I wanted to showcase to you guys before going to Jade's Emporium was, in fact, if we encounter a loading disc. If we know we're going to encounter potentially a loading disc, it's important to roll inside the walls here. So here we got the loading disc. The loading disc will actually cut you out of the phantom rolling glitch by forcing her to stand up. However, we're inside of a wall, so she can't stand up. But if we roll outside the wall, she will stand up. So what you gotta do if you want to keep that phantom rolling glitch activated, when that loading disc pops up, let go of X and then press it again. That will keep Rynn in the rolling state, and you'll be able to then continue on with the phantom rolling glitch despite the loading disc. Now, there is a chance that you could fall through the floor of the Alchemist shop when trying to perform the phantom rolling glitch, in which case if you do, you don't need to go all the way back up there to try to perform it, as the Alchemist shop's locations tend to be rather tedious. So all we need to do is go over here, roll up here, and roll into here. A load screen will happen, so we're going to go ahead and let go of X. This will keep Rynn crouched down, in which we will press X again, and that will keep her in a rolling position, and we'll keep the phantom rolling glitch, just like we did over in the blacksmith shop. And now we can just go ahead and continue exploring as if nothing happened. That's all for now. We will be visiting Jade's Emporium and getting to the balcony in episode 73, part 2. It's just that I'm sorry I couldn't include it in all in one episode. It's just that if I were to include these two together, the episode would have been going on 30 minutes plus, and I want to avoid that if at all possible. Unless if it's, I mean, it's fine if it's a bonus video, but for my official glitch tutorial videos, I want to keep under 30 minutes if at all possible. So, with that being said, with part 1 now unveiled here, I want you guys to utilize what you have learned here and see if you can get to the balcony before I unveil part 2. Because everything you learned there, all you gotta do is then apply Arok and you can get up there. That's all you gotta do. I will give fair warning though. Over on the left side here is a outer limit in which that if Arok were to touch it, he will freeze in place. Once when he disappears, you can't control him anymore. You lose control of him, and you have to reload to a previous save. So please, please, please save. Save when you finally get onto Arok and go exploring Jade's Tower. That being said, too, look to episode 16 for advice. Look to episode 16 for advice if you are encountering this and it's becoming a problem. Because there will give you the answer so you can avoid having to Arok freeze in place. Because that has a solution there in which you can actually have Arok disappear and still move. Alright, that's it for this part 1 of episode 73, everyone. So, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a great life, everyone.
Oh, my head. Scavengers. I don't like the look of this. You there?
Oh, sorry, madam. I thought for a moment there you were a dragon. What can I do for you?
How do I get out of here?
I don't know.
Wait! What are you doing?